Good morning. Keep joining. Very good morning to all of you on this Saturday morning, and we are live. Just give me 2 minutes time. Good morning. Good morning. Keep joining. Okay. So we are here together today to solve the RTP of direct taxation for CA Inter May 2024. Now listen carefully. I want all the CA CMA students inter and final to solve this RTP. I have messaged it also in the morning. Then some CMA students, ma'am, why us? Then this RTP, forget about the paper pattern of the CA with the case scenarios or CMA, forget it. That we will take care in the MTP. Okay. Right now, why you need to attend this RTP solving live is, it is covering all your amendments. You remember tax amendment lecture 1 and 2, and the material for same is there in the app also, as well as in the Telegram group. So I have taught you all the amendments. Now application of that amendment is covered in this RTP. So solve each and every question with the mindset, because it is, even if it is a 50 marks DT paper or final 100 marks paper, your amendments are not going to be asked as theory. Explain what is the new provision of MSME. They are going to give some example, and they are going to ask you to apply that amendment concept to solve that problem. That's what this RTP is. Very nice it is. Every student should solve it with a mindset to have 110% grip on the amendment. Is it clear? Some of the RTP questions, this also even costing I'm going to solve. So even in costing, some of the MTP questions, yeah. Please let me know if the sound and volume and everything is clear. I can see the live chat, but I have muted it. So if you can message me all clear, AC. And good morning. Today need to attend a function. Why ma'am read? Then today we need to attend a function, and so. Okay. So now listen all of you. This MTP, or sorry, this RTP has some questions which you may feel lengthy. Ma'am, itne bade questions aayenge kya in the final exam? Then forget about the paper pattern, the length and the marks. I will take care while solving the MTP. Sarthi revision lectures, there we will cover up everything. Right now, the mindset is to have a grip on the amendments. All set? Shall we go? Right? And already some of the amendments which are very important, like section 1010D about LIC and all, I have covered in a separate. Every Saturday I take live class, either at 11 o'clock or in the evening 7 p.m. Today it's not there because we are taking it now, but there I'm solving magic of logic series is Logically, if you understand some small concepts which are repeatedly asked in exam, if you just once take efforts of 15-20 minutes and try to write down everything, note down everything, understand and solve, you will never be confused. When I correct these MTP papers, I see 80% of the students know capital gain so well, but stamp duty value, valuation officer, like this, they get confused in 50C. So if the sale consideration goes wrong, then capital gain and exemption also goes wrong. Am I right, dear students? And where you should get 8 out of 8, you're getting 4 out of 8. Okay. GST and income tax is live, but definitely we will cover up everything to the point. I'm not teaching that Agnivir Corpus Fund concept for 45 minutes and 1 hour. You can see in the amendment lecture, I have covered it in 7 minutes and that's enough. Because the portion is too vast, unnecessarily studying so many things and then not remembering for 100 marks, that trick is not going to work for DTIDT. Okay, direct taxation, Sarthi practice batch videos are there where you can take the concept and practice the problems with me. Second, Sarthi revision videos all are uploaded, but as you students needed some time, last 2 topics, TDS, TCS and AMT is pending, which I'll cover in the coming week. So join the Telegram to get all the notification, and every class is going to be live in YouTube, not the recorded and paused and then uploaded. Okay. So we have covered tax amendment lecture. We have covered DT revision lectures. The purpose of recording DT revision lectures is for repetition. Once you have done house property, but if you listen, just put the headphones while walking like that, just you listen repeatedly and the concept will sink. You will never come and say, I have not completed my paper in 3 hours. After this, we will start with GST amendment lecture. The material is already ready. We'll be taking. Then we will take up GST, RTP, MTP, and then GST revision videos will also come. By the time we do this, it will be April and MTP set 1 and 2 will be out for CMA students. That also will be solved separate. Sure. So shall we start now very quickly? Yes, solving the live RTP. It's a humble request to all of you to take a printout and have the hard copy on your table. That makes a lot of difference. Okay? Right. So forget about the paper pattern. We are just solving the RTP. Okay. Now, a lot of hype is there, ma'am. May 24, the paper pattern is changing, and in costing and tax and all, we have these, what do you call it? Case scenarios. Ma'am, what are the case scenarios? Case scenario is nothing but the question sort. A proper 5 to 6 marks question. Okay, this is the income. These are the deductions. This is the total income. This is your default tax regime. This is your normal. That solving of the problem in bits is nothing but a case scenario. So read the case, just exactly pay attention to what question they are asking and relate it to that. If you search, like you know how you were doing English mein unseen passage upar se we used to read, and then when we solve the question we search the answer and do. That's how is going to be our approach. And be rest assured that if you have watched the amendment lecture, it's really awesome. In case you have watched it, but the amendments are some technical and not very clear, or you want a repetition, I will revise the concept of every amendment while solving the question. So together, let us begin. Keep commenting in the live chat. That YouTube will also give the boost to this video and help me reach more number of students with this conceptual learning. Thank you. Thank you. Chalo. Here I am sharing my screen and we are doing this taxation MTP for, this is like, one second. May 2024. Though I am repeatedly saying it's for CA Inter, but it is having all the amendments, so pay attention. Yes, you know my way of teaching, तो एक like तो बनता है before we start. Chalo. Yes, all the amendments are given in the amendment lectures and PDF is uploaded. If you need that, join the Telegram. Some students were saying कि Telegram में वो लोग पीछे नहीं जा पा रहे हैं. If you're not able to go up and if you need the material, let me know. Surely I will again put the PDF in the Telegram. Okay. Akash is 47 years, so he's not a senior citizen. He's a CEO of a company. So he's getting salary, long-term capital gain on which STT is paid. When you read, take a pause and listen. Reading the question paper is an art, whether it is accounts, tax, costing. You should have full grip. And the way as a student you read the problem and analyze, that's how I will also read and analyze. Please share this video with more of your friends so they can also join this live. Live may that quality of learning for you students is different than what you listen. And every lecture, please, this lecture you cannot watch at 1.5 speed and मैं ही पहले स्पीड में ही करा रही हूँ जितना जरूरत है. चलो. So when you read salary 45 lakhs, what should strike to you? Recent amendment that standard deduction 50,000 is allowed in default tax regime 115 BAC and also normal tax regime. Be sure whether you are writing CMA exam, any exam, you will get one problem wherein they will ask you to calculate the tax as per the default tax regime 115 BAC and normal tax regime. Okay, right. So 45 lakhs may we will give the standard deduction. Next, long-term capital gain on shares on which security transaction tax is paid is exempt up to 1 lakh and remaining is taxable at 10%. Special income, special tax. First slab rates lecture, Sarthi revision video. Dividend 12 lakh is taxable. Interest on saving account 16,000. Immediately no one will come to say 80 TTA deduction, you will get up to 10,000 from the saving account. It would have been 80 TTB and 50,000 if this person is a senior citizen and this is a saving and FD interest. Okay? Are you getting a grip on how Dipti ma'am is teaching? जैसे एक student के mindset में जाके I am reading this. So this should all strike to you. Ma'am, आपको याद आ रहा है? We will remember. Yes, that's why I'm saying Sarthi revision videos. Don't watch once, watch it repeatedly. Chalo. Interest on FDs is there, but you will not get a deduction because he's not a senior citizen. So all this is going to be taxable in income from other sources. Akash has made following payments. Okay. Now I am writing here because I am in teaching mode. As a student, you cannot write anything in your question paper. So definitely in your answer sheet, you can keep rough work and whatever points you want, note it down. Take a pause and listen carefully for case scenario. Jada, bahut aise smart ma'am, I can do everything in this calculator. No, please use a rough sheet and write total deduction. This you will have ready figures and you will do it fast. No one is going to do minus marks if you keep in your answer sheet a rough work for MCQ. रफ वर्क फॉर एमसीक्यू लिख के वहां बिल्कुल लिख के करो. मैम ये तो डबल टाइम जाएगा, नहीं जाएगा. यू विल सेव टाइम. ट्रस्ट मी, अप्लाई इन योर माइंडसेट एंड सॉल्व वन एमटीपी and then come and comment below this video. चलें आगे. So whatever I am writing here, definitely you can write it in your answer sheet. Okay. चलो next. Akash has paid medical insurance premium. That is section 80D. These 80D, 80 TTA, this will be allowed only if you're going for normal tax regime. In default tax regime, deductions are not allowed. Yeah, please be more patient because I'm going to take more time for case studies only. Rest all the questions are very, very easy. So Mediclaim for self, spouse and 13,500. Is it allowed? Yes. Mediclaim for mother. Is it allowed? Yes. For self, 25,000 is the limit. For parents, 50,000 is the limit. Now, preventive health checkup is 5,500, which can be paid in cash, but allowed will be only up to 5,000. Okay. Akash also incurred medical expense, credit card 17,000 for mother. So for senior citizen, if you are taking policy, either premium, just please note down whatever I am writing. दीप्ति मैम आप टैक्स पढ़ा रहे कि आप मेकअप करना सिखा रहे, तो दिस इज 5D makeup of your answer sheet. Right now you all are in learning mode. So write down this. When you write it, it will definitely sink. Okay, right. Either premium, okay, either premium or expense. You know, so many times the parents become senior citizen and we are not allowed to take policy for them. We cannot pay premium for them. Then are there expenses which we are incurring for the senior citizen? के medical expense तो होते ही हैं. Are they allowed up to 50,000? Yes. So for mother, we have taken a policy. So this is not allowed. But for father, 27,000. Can we take it? Yes. But this is 26 and this is 27. Maximum allowed is 50,000 for the senior citizen. And for this, 25,000. Now this 25,000 and this 50,000 includes 5,000 health checkup expenses. Are you all with me? Anyone is having doubt? See, the reason I'm asking you all to please attend live. Now, there are 110 reasons of not attending live. मेरे पास print नहीं है. मैम आज मुझे ये करना था, वो करना था. If you want results, then take the action immediately. That's the first criteria. First. And thank you so much. God bless you all who are having that commitment to learn live. नहीं तो सबको मालूम है दीप्ति मैम is going to keep the lecture. हम बाद में print लेंगे बाद में. What is this word बाद में? That's why the results and performances are also saying बाद में and they are not coming. Okay? Sorry if I'm being harsh, but ये जरूरी है. चलो. So mediclaim part is clear. Live chat is on. Any doubt is there? Please ask. It's not कि I will ask at the end or I'll ask in challengers WhatsApp group or Telegram. अभी पूछो. Mediclaim मैंने खत्म कर दिया है. 13,500 for self, 5,000 for the health checkup expense. That's the limit. And for parents, both of this is allowed. Put together limit is 50,000. So 80 deduction is 50, 60, 68, 500. Done? Chalo, aa jao. He has taken multiple life insurance. One second, dear students. I have put it on silent mode, but I think it's not. Yeah. Now, he has taken multiple life insurance policy and details are given. Okay. So, if you have taken a life insurance policy, then let us revise section 1010D. Everything. Okay. Let me explain the concept. I'm writing it here. Section 1010D says, if you have taken a policy and policy is taken after 1/4/2012 and the annual premium allowed on the policy of LIC or LIP under section 80C is up to 10% of sum assured. 80C deduction for LIC for the premium paid will not be more than 10% of sum assured if the policy is taken after 1/4/2012. Before 1/4/2012, it was 20%. And for handicapped, it is 1/4/2013 onwards, 15%. All this is very clearly explained in the compiler. Sarthi compiler is having the concepts, the questions, the answers, the past exam papers, all. One concept, one problem. If you want, you can order it in the concept classes app. Link is given and there you can order. Hard copy you will get. It's just the hard copy charges we are charging. You can check. But do take it for reference if you want. So this provision is clear. Now, if all the LIP you are paying, you can take one policy or you can take single policy or multiple policy. If the LIP premium exceeds 5 lakh throughout the year, and in case of ULIP, unit linked insurance plan, if it exceeds 2.5 lakh, thoda pay attention, 100%. I'm as if I'm taking amendment lecture and then I'm solving, and keep patience. I don't mind if I am taking 1 hour to solve these MCQs. Are you having that patience to learn? Question answers बहुत easy हैं. इसको अगर थोड़ा time लग रहा है तो लगने दो. So if your annual premium of a single policy or put together exceeds 2.5 lakhs, in case of ULIP, unit linked insurance plan, and in case of normal LIC, if it exceeds 5 lakhs, then whatever amount you get on maturity, that's going to be taxable. ULIP will be taxable in capital gain. LIP amount will be taxable in income from other sources. Please take down the notes from Magic of Logic. There's a separate video for section 1010D. अभी के लिए इतना enough है. Now, when I am checking the annual premium they have given, should I take GST and no? Answer is no. There's a recent notification and which says that while taking the 10%, 20% and all this, you have to take annual premium excluding GST. Okay, right. Now consideration which you have received is 7 lakh, maybe bonus. This is of no use. I called as removing of dirt, kachra. Extra information is always going to be there in DT paper to confuse you. So some received on maturity, including bonuses of no use. I want to see my sum assured. What is sum assured? 5 lakh. When the policy is taken, 1 for 2017. Is this condition applicable? No. This is applicable from 1 for 2023. ये जो 2.5 लाख 5 लाख वाला है. Yeah, this is applicable. So what's the sum assured? 5 lakh. How much premium you have paid? 40,000. Can I claim a deduction for ATC? Yes. Allowed. This is 33 lakhs. So 3 lakh 30,000. 10% premium. And this is 3 lakh. So allowed. Pehle I am seeing this condition. This is 25 lakhs. Pay attention, pay attention. If you feel no ma'am it's overdosed and not clear, comment below, I will repeat. If you are not commenting in the live chat, I can't help you, dear students. Take your water bottle, sit alert with your notebook, with your hard copy, laptop full screen on. 2 hours will be worth it. That's a promise. चलें साथ में? Yeah. So this 30, ये तो मेरे काम का ही नहीं. I'm just scratching it right now so that it's more clear. 33 lakhs का 10%, 3 lakh. Okay, right. Now, 25 lakhs and this is 2 lakh. Is it within the 10%? Yes. A, 27 lakhs and 2 lakh 50,000. Is it within 10%? Yes. But these are all the date of issue of the policy and they are all after 1/4/2023. Okay, right? But now you can take exempt, maturity amount exempt either like this, 3 and 2, 5 lakh, or you can take like this. Are you getting? I want to repeat from 1/4/2023, life insurance premium of single policy or multiple policy put together, if it exceeds 5 lakhs, then whatever amount you receive on maturity is going to be taxable. And this is term insurance. Term insurance also ATC deduction is allowed, but here sum assured mein 80,000 hai. So in fact, all are to be covered. Now how to make a choice? Please watch only this 1010D wala part again. Mediclaim was easy. This reading was very easy. This I'll need while tax calculation. So if you are having the hard copy, you can also do the makeup I am doing. Now I am reading the question. Which are the life insurance policy in respect of which Mr. Akash would be eligible for exemption under section 1010D in respect of the maturity proceeds? Okay, choose the best option. Any policy where the premium put together should not exceed 5 lakh. Those policies you can take as maturity pay exempt. So which policy he can take as exempt? this exemption of the policy. See, there are two rules. Don't get confused, dear students. 80C के लिए ये वाला रूल एप्लीकेबल है, ये वाला जो मैंने बताया ना 10%, 20%. This is for 80C. Right now, I am in maturity value. If your maturity value of the policies exceed 5 lakh, then those remaining will become taxable. So which one you can take exemption? You can take X as exempt. Why? Because the date of the issue is 1st April 2017. Whereas this provision is 1st April 2023. So they said, okay, this bindas you can take as exempt. Whatever amount is coming on maturity is exempt. Done. Now, there are 3 policies. Out of this, any 2 I can take exempt. If I take Y and Z, it's coming to 5 lakh and this is the maturity value. If I take Z and A, it's coming to 4 lakh 50,000 and this. So which combination I will go? Y and Z. So exempt will be X, Y and Z. If you want, you can write here A is left by choice. Why did you leave A, ma'am? Up likho. I'm going very slow. I'm going very slow and I request all of you not to watch this video on 1.5. As a student, you have told me and I have accepted कि हाँ मैम आपके वीडियो हम बाद में 1.5 स्पीड से देखते हैं. इसको मत देखो. You'll be wasting your time. फिर से एक बार. Ma'am, is A also eligible for exemption under section 1010D? Answer is yes. Then why you are not taking? Because up to 5 lakhs premium, whatever is the policy, that is unka maturity exempted. So by choice, if I take 3 and 2 lakh, maturity amount, this is more or this is more? This is more. So I took Y and Z exempt. Ma'am, why did you take X? Anyhow, that policy is not issued on 1/4/2023. वो तो पहले का है. So on maturity, it is exempt. I had a choice in YZA to take any 2. So I took that. Okay. Is my first answer clear? So many of you are attending live and I hope you're watching that. I'm taking great efforts in recording this video. So can you please comment in the live chat AC, all clear? First MCQ answer is clear or not? Thank you so much for all the likes. Chalo. What would be your answer to the MCQ if Akash surrendered LIC A in 2627 and claimed exemption under 1010D in respect of that? This information is only for MCQ purpose. Okay, these are all bits what we are watching. Okay, so Akash, if he's surrendering LIC A in 2627. Okay, right? If A he is surrendering and he claimed exemption under section 1010D in respect of such LIC, then what exemption will you take? So now let us take what is LIC A. Okay, A he has taken exemption. Okay. If A, he has taken the exemption and then he has surrendered, claimed exemption, and then he has surrendered in 2627, that's a different. But if A, he has availed the exemption, then which combination we will take? X, though it will be there. A, they have already taken. Now you have a choice. Y you will take or Z you will take. Are you all with me? It's a little in-depth question. As a teacher, I also took a lot of time to understand and then I've come to this conclusion. Can I rub my extra remarks so that this part is clear? Huh? Chalo, dekho. Abhi they said ki if A is already taken as exempt, बाद में if it is surrendered, whatever exemption you have taken, it will be taxable and all is a different story. But right now, what you will take as exemption, if they said A is already taken as exempt, X is already eligible. So already you have taken 250 and 40, followed or not, right? 40 will anyhow not come in that 5 lakh limit because it's after 1/4/2023. 250 you have taken. So if you take with a Y combination 250 and 3 lakh, it's exceeding 5 lakh. तो exemption नहीं मिलेगा. So if you are going for A के साथ which combination you will take Z? So you will take X, Z and A. Take your time, ask me doubts. X is anyhow eligible for exemption because this 5 lakh wala story is from 1st April 2023 और ये तो पहले का है तो it's exempt. A they said they have taken. So now what is left with me? I can take either Y or Z. Ma'am, if I take Y, what will happen? 3 lakh and 250, it is exceeding 5 lakh. कुछ भी exemption नहीं मिलेगा. So better take this. So the answer for the second one is X, Z and A. Because Z and A put together it's 4,50,000. Followed? Right. What would be the amount of deductions if he has exercised the option to shift? I hope you all remember what is default tax regime. Tax Amendment Lecture 1, Section 115 BAC. Default tax regime. You will not get deductions. But if you come out of that, of course you are getting deduction. First, you will get deduction ATC 1,50,000. Ma'am, kaise milega? Array, all these policies are within 10% or not? The premium is within the 10% of the sum assured. So ये सब eligible है ATC के लिए. All these are eligible. But what's the upper limit of ATC? 1,50,000. What? Yeah, even term insurance is eligible for ATC. If you want, note down. These are all booster note. Term insurance is also eligible for ATC. So put together for all the policies, can I take 1,50,000? Yes, right. Now 80D, Mediclaim. Look at the screen, we have already kept ready. 68,500. 68,500. Okay, 80D. And then I told you 80 TTA because he's having a saving account interest. Do the total. Keep the chat box active. Are you all having calculators, dear students? Thank you so much for the response. दीप्ति मैम ने ना 1999 में एग्जाम क्लियर कर लिया. आपको you all have to do it. So pick up your calculator and do it live with me. 2,28,500. I want you all to write it. Ma'am, this is MCQ. Should we write so much? I said, forget about the triads mindset. I will take care when I solve other MTPs. Today we are in the learning mode. Of course, if you write this in working, you will save time. It's not a time waste. Yeah, I want more answers. Why some of you? Zoom में कर रहे हैं, वो भी live कर रहे हैं, वो भी type and send me. 228,500 is the correct answer for the deductions if you opt out of the default tax regime. What will be the Akash ka liability for default tax regime and what it will be if he opts out? तो पहले default में देखते हैं. Tax liability. Okay? Right. For that, we have written all the income. Default may he will not get a deduction. So can I calculate the tax here? Yeah. I'll rub this because this part is over. Let me calculate the tax in default tax regime. Acha, from this financial year in salary, standard deduction is allowed even in the default tax regime and even in the normal tax regime. So what is the salary income? 44,50,000. लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन का अपना टैक्स होगा 5,54,000. मैम वाई 6,54,000 में 1 लाख एग्जेम्प्ट है एट द रेट ऑफ 10%, 55,400. दिस द टैक्स फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म. एंड नाउ डिविडेंड एंड ऑल द अदर इनकम वी कैन मर्ज. ये हो गया आपका डिविडेंड इनकम, ये हो गया आपका इंटरेस्ट, and this is, so what is your normal income on which tax rates we will apply? 44 lakh 50,000 plus 12 lakhs plus 16,000 plus 45,000. 57 lakh 11,000. Correct? On this, you have to calculate the tax as per default tax regime. Special income, special rates, normal income, normal rate. What are the tax rates? Can someone say? From this year, the tax rates in default tax regime have also changed. 0 to 3 lakhs, it's nil. I want all of you to write. Dipti ma'am is not writing to give May 24 exam. Dipti ma'am is writing to motivate you to write. If you want things to sink, ink it. So 3 lakh to 6 lakh 5%. कितना आएगा आपका? 15,000. 6 lakh to 9 lakh 10%. 30,000. 9 lakh to 12 lakh 15%. 45,000. Are you all with me? 12 lakh to 15 lakhs. 20% on the next 3 lakh. 60,000. And above 15 lakh जो भी है 30%. Whatever it is, 30%. Okay. So can we calculate tax like this? Up to 15 lakhs. Up to 15 lakhs, how much is the tax? Just do the total. 15,000 plus 30,000 plus 45,000 plus 60,000. 1,50,000. This you can remember for MCQs. In exam, don't write so much. I'm making you write because you have to learn. ठीक है? Now, what is the tax on the balance? 57 lakhs 11,000 minus 15 lakhs. So it's 42 lakh 11,000. Pay 30%. 1263 300 plus 1,50,000 plus 55 400. 1468 700. Is the income exceeding 50 lakhs? Yes. Then surcharge will come into 110%. I'm directly doing into 110%. 10% surcharge ke saath. I hope you all know how to do that in calculator. And now my tax is coming 16 lakh 15,570. Is the same coming in your calculator? If not, pause the video. Into 104%. Why 104%? On tax, you have to calculate 10% surcharge, and on tax plus surcharge 4% ESES के साथ. So your tax is coming to 168,019 rounded off in the multiples of 10. 168,020. Check the option. कहीं कुछ कैलकुलेशन में गड़बड़ हो गई. 1 मिनट. टैक्स कैलकुलेशन जीरोस में गड़बड़ हो गई. ओ 1680, सॉरी, 193 it is. So let us take it as 200. 16 lakhs 80,200. 16 lakh 80,000. Okay, sorry, I did it 200. It's 193, no? So rounding off should be on the lower side. That's why this is the correct answer. Take a pause and tell me, is my speed fine? You all are following? Because I want to go according to students who are doing live. Shall we go to the normal tax regime? Ma'am, what will be the difference? If you go in default tax regime, you will not get deductions. Now you will get deductions. So what's your income until now? अभी तक का income कितना था आपका? ये रहा. Your income is here 57 lakh 11,000. In that 5 lakh 54,000 is special income. Now I'm calculating here. I'm calculating this answer. 57 lakh 11,000 में से Long-term capital gain, no deductions are there. Chapter 6A. So my normal income, I'm giving the deductions. 228,500. Ma'am, how did you get 228,500? वो ये रहा. All that is here. Chalo. So what is your normal income now? 57,11,000 minus 228,500. Of course, ATC to ATU, all deductions you will get. 54,82,500. Now, he is not a senior citizen. So, up to 10 lakhs, the tax is 1,12,500. Normal tax regime. 2,50,000 nil. 250 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. So, that's coming to 1,12,500. And remaining 44,82,500. 44,82,500. You know, as a teacher, it's so easy to go for the, instead of MCQ, हम छोटा छोटा पहले करते हैं to encourage you, motivate you. But this is how the exam is. Into 30%. 13,44,750. And special income, special tax is there. Special income, special tax to hey 55,400. In your normal tax regime, yes, same. 2,50,000 and all. 13,44,750 plus 55,400. Please do in calculator how much you are getting the normal tax. Normal tax is coming to 15,12,650. Is the income still exceeding 50 lakhs? Yes. So on tax into 110%. Into 10% करो फिर ऐड करो तो मैंने सीधा into 110%. After surcharge, tax is coming to 16,63,915 into 104%. This you can do it in calculator. So your tax is coming to 17,30,472, which is rounded off, and this is your answer. 8 marks question. Is it worth sparing? कितना देर हो गया? 8 marks question. Is it worth sparing 30 minutes? Yes, I knew it. Some of the students who don't know my way of teaching, they say, "Arey ma'am, ये तो कितना slow करा रहे हैं." I know where to go very slow and pause, and some questions which are very easy, I will say we are not solving. I'm ticking and showing you solve in notebook. If you have any doubt in tax, costing, click the picture, post it in Telegram, we'll surely clear it. Nice. Mindset is clear. MCQ के लिए rough work में deductions. If you have done the total, you can copy and calculate the tax. And then 110%, 104, that you can do in calculator. So use some part of writing to solve MCQ. You will do it faster. No one is going to cut marks rough work for MCQ. Don't write anything on question paper because that's not allowed. Anyone's mind is still stuck up in 1010D or 80D mediclaim. Beautiful question. Covering up. I'm telling you, that's why I'm saying CA CMA all students ऐसे मत सोचो कि ये RTP है. ये सब करो because whatever amendments are there, very appreciated. The way they have created RTP, they are covering application of all the amendments. Ma'am, इतने सारे amendment आएंगे? No. Ma'am, will they ask like this? No. That you leave it to the next class. Chale? Right. Okay, so after case scenarios, you are having more of MCQs. Now these are one-liner MCQs. So we'll solve it there itself. Anil started a business of manufacturing the tables, and he followed a mercantile system of accounting. He purchased wood from ABC, and details are given. A is a micro enterprise, B is a small enterprise, and medium. Now, what is the provision? I want you all to open your amendment sheet. I hope you all are having hard copy of the PDFs of amendment which I have circulated in the Telegram group. So open over there section 43B. 43B says, if you are purchasing from small and medium enterprise, I'm 100% confident of my teaching. If you feel your concepts are clear, if you're following, put a like button, comment below the video so that YouTube gives its boost, and share it with more of your friends that Dipti ma'am is just not solving RTP, she's giving the concepts also. Then please do it. I'm helping you, you all also help me. अब देखो, और आप लोग लिख रहे हैं ना पक्का? अरे हाँ बाबा, दीप्ति मैम कितने बार पूछोगे, क्योंकि 3 घंटे का पेपर यू हैव टू राइट. सो section 43B, if you are purchasing from small and medium enterprise, this provision is for MSME Development Act. नाम बड़ा है, दर्शन छोटे हैं, तो don't worry कि मैम what is this provision. First of all, whatever I am teaching is not applicable to medium enterprise. It's just applicable to small and micro enterprise. Small and micro enterprise, not applicable to. This says if you're making purchases from a small or micro enterprise, payment should be made on date of agreement or 45 days, whichever is earlier. If I am purchasing from a micro or small enterprise, I should make the payment within 45 days or date of agreement, whichever is earlier. Then only that expense will be allowed. Ma'am, but you taught us in 43B that if expenses are not paid in March and if they are paid before due date of filing the return in July, they should be allowed. That's 43B for other sections, not for this. Now, if there is no date of agreement, then within 15 days, if you make payment, that purchases as expenditure is allowed for you. Okay, right? Are you all with me? फिर से एक बार. अभी तक I have explained you. Now I am making you learn this provision for MCQ. It feels so bad when students have got 58. I missed my exemption for 2 marks. So pay attention to this. 43B section says interest and government taxes and all, if they are outstanding in March, paid before due date of filing the return, and it will be allowed in 43B. That's what is 43B. But if you are purchasing from micro or small enterprise, and if you have not made the payment on time, that expenditure is not allowed now. Ma'am, but if we pay in October 24, will you allow next year? Yeah, next year it will. Abhi to allow nahi hoga. If there is an agreement for purchase, pay it within the date of agreement of 45 days. If there is no agreement, pay it within 15 days. If you didn't pay, it's not going to be allowed. That's the simple provision. Okay, right? Chalo, let us take this up. Thank you so much for all of you attending live, but keep commenting if things are clear or not. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jaswant, for commenting. Now, let us see. The date of purchase is 15th of February. Purchase amount is 5 lakh. Due date as per agreement is within 30 days. Okay. So 15th of February से 30 days अगर just roughly भी किए तो 15th March, and this payment is made by 29th March. Still this is allowed because it is paid before 31st March 2024. Before the financial year, if outstanding payments are paid, they are not outstanding. The kitch or the trouble is where outstanding, you show outstanding and you reduce your profit and you don't pay it by the due date. That's why 43B has come. Followed or not. So 5 lakh is allowed because even though the payment is not made within 30 days, but it is paid before March. So whenever it is paid, it is allowed because it's before 31st March. If you want, write the reason. If you just see the printout and you feel मैं तो print लेके खुद से solve कर लूंगा, तो it will not happen. So because it is before 31st March. Now, second, small enterprise, 17th March you have purchased. There is no agreement. If there is no agreement, within 15 days you have to pay. From 17th March, 31st March tak. How many days? 14 days here. So around 1st April you had to pay. You paid it in 15th of April. Disallowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. This will not be allowed. Third, medium enterprise. You purchased in March, you pay. You had to pay within 14 days. but you paid in November 24, still allowed. Ma'am, why allowed now? Because for medium enterprise, this provision is not applicable. This amendment is only for micro and small enterprise. Yes. So which payment is finally allowed? Only A. How much deduction would be available? Oh, sorry. Why? ये तो allowed है ना? Because इसको तो applicable ही नहीं है. तो ये allowed है, ये allowed है. This is disallowed. So 5 lakh will be allowed. 8 plus 5. How much? 13 lakh is the answer. I want to repeat. 5 lakh is allowed. Why 5 lakh is allowed? Because it is paid before 31st March. 7 lakh is not allowed because it's not paid within 15 days. 8 lakh is allowed even though it is paid in November, so late, because to that 43B is not applicable. I'm again saying I'm taking more time only for MCQs. But I'm making you write so many notes. These notes are not printed in your textbook. ये जो मैं data आपको लिखा रही हूँ ना कि ये and this and reasoning, you write it as note, refer it one day before exam in whatever way you wish to. Chalo, next. Sunil took an education loan. Education loan means immediately what we remember, 80E, E for education. Just watch the Sarthi practice video for deductions. I've given some skill how to remember 80 series. Mr. Sunil took an education loan of 8 lakhs from the State Bank of India and remitted the said amount through the same bank, which is an authorized dealer under the LRS. He further remitted. Okay, this is not about 80. These are the payments made. So this is about TCS. Tax collected on overseas payment, 206 section. Okay? So for education loan, he has taken 8 lakhs. So if you take education loan above 7 lakhs, then whatever you take above 7 lakhs, that is on 1 lakh. 1 second. Huh? Got closed. Okay. Chalo. So, right now, how much education loan is taken? 8 lakhs. So, up to 7 lakhs, if you take education loan, tax collected at source section is not applicable. That is applicable if you take education loan above 7 lakhs, that's 1 lakh. So, on 1 lakh, 0.5%. Okay. What is the question they have asked? Sunil has furnished the detail. What is the amount of TCS collected for his son and sister? So TCS will be 0.5% on the 1 lakh. Son's education. ठीक है. एक तो ये है answer. अब now he further remitted 2 lakh to his son for his personal expenditure out of the saving bank. You know, 7 lakh limit is for all the overseas currency exchange, whether for education, personal, tour, and all. Okay, right. Gaurav, don't mind if you're there in the live class. Your question is really nice. But can you join the Telegram or WhatsApp from the video description link and ask over there? Surely we'll try to help out. Right now, if I do that, it will be diverting all the other students, which I don't want to do. Okay, so please connect with me separately. Yeah, WhatsApp number of concept classes is 92900655156. You can don't please call me and ask all your doubts. Please don't misuse. But this is only to help you. You can click the picture, send me or any doubt, any counseling, any way I can help you. Would be glad to do that. Chalo, come back. So here's for personal saving for his son, he has remitted 2 lakh rupees. So फिर से एक बार 1 lakh पे कितना लगेगा 0.5% TCS. 2 lakh पे 20%. If there is the withdrawal after 1st October 2023, there's an amendment. Ma'am, 2 lakh, it's within the limit of 7 lakh. 7 lakh is for all the withdrawal which is already over in the education loan. Ab ek rupee bhi if you convert the currency, TCS will be collected. 2 lakh, 20%. Now, after this, one more is there. Mr. Sunil also remitted 6 lakhs out of personal saving for his sister's medical treatment. So 6 lakhs, if it is for the education or medical, then it is 5%. So this is the TCS. Let us see what's the answer. 0.5% 1 lakh, 2 lakh पे भी 5% लिया है, ये गलत है. 0.5% 1 lakh, 2 lakh पे 20% and 5 lakh, 6 lakh पे 5%. This one is the correct answer. I'm repeatedly saying watch the tax amendment lecture and then again solve the RTP. Abhi to karo hi. I'm to explaining the provision. I'm not saying go and watch that lecture and then come and on. Very nice question, I can say. Nice. Garg is 45 years and resident and having total income. I just felt one thing. I think residential status is not covered much in the RTP. That doesn't mean it will not come. Yeah, please check this answer once. There's no break right now. 2 minutes, I'll be back. Break I'll give. Yes, yes, yes. रुकावट के लिए खेद है. No break now. There's a senior patient in my home, so sometimes I have to leave, but this is not a break. I hope you have utilized once again. Let us see what's the amendment for tax collected at source. If it is education loan above 7 lakh, 0.5% TCS will be collected. If it is health and education related, any other one, then it's 5%. Other than that, any overseas currency exchanged above 7 lakhs, then it is 20% after 1st October 2023. Now listen all of you carefully. Generally TDS provisions are once if you exceed the limit on the whole amount TDS is deducted. Only for this overseas remittance up to 7 lakh exempt. Beyond that it is taxable. ठीक है, क्लियर है? चलें आगे. कहाँ थे हम? Next one. I'll share the screen now. Yes. We'll read the next one. Mr. Garg, aged 45 years and a resident in India, is having total income 5,70,000, comprising of long-term capital gain under 112A, short-term capital gain and other income. Compute the tax liability under default tax regime. Yeah, aega. That's why I have made a detailed video on this. Check in the live playlist. Yes. So what is the tax? He's 45 years old and default tax regime. So what will be the basic exemption? 3 lakh from normal income. So pehle, what is the normal income? Are you getting? Other normal income is only 2,50,000. Is it exempt? Yes. But what's the basic exemption in the default tax regime? 3 lakh tak nil, 3 to 6 lakh 5%, 6 to 9 10%. Abhi, I think I made you right. अगर नहीं याद है तो वापस जाके देखो, कहीं लिखे थे ना, ये रहे. Check this. These are the default tax regime. I'm loving so much the commitment of all the students who all are attending live. It's appreciated. Otherwise, you have 110 reasons of not attending live. बाद में देख लेंगे ना, वो बाद में कभी नहीं आता. Even if those who are attending live, they feel, no ma'am, this first MCQ was little tricky, I'll go and watch it again. That's fine. But at least watch it now, complete. Chalo, tax nikalenge. So other income is 2,50,000. So still 50,000 is unutilized basic exemption, which I can set off anywhere else, wherever tax is high. So it is having a total income of 570. Long-term capital gain is 70,000. Long-term capital gain 70. Out of that, 50,000 is the unutilized basic exemption. I have taught this concept in again Magic of Logic 1 videos. So please check it. 3 lakh में 2,50,000 exempt है. ये तो चला गया. Still 50,000 and on balance 20,000, 20%, 4,000. Okay. Now, that was this 70,000. Under long-term capital gain under 112A. 112A long-term capital gain where security transaction tax is charged. 1 lakh you get additional exemption. And on 50,000 tax is 10%. That is 5,000. है ना? Chalo. And after this, short-term capital gain. 111A. 1 lakh. On short-term capital gain, it's 15. I'm not paying much attention on the presentation. Dipti ma'am, we have seen your practice batch videos and you're very strict about what do you call it? Attendance thing. Presentation. Yes. But right now, no. क्योंकि ये MCQs हैं, आप बिल्कुल कैलकुलेटर में कर सकते हो या you can do rough work. 4,000 plus 5,000 plus 15,000. So what's the tax calculation? So tax is coming to 24,000. Now in the new tax regime, if the total income is up to 7 lakh, then you get a rebate. Okay. Their rebate was 12,500. Here you get rebate of 25,000. So this tax is to 24,000. So everything will go for a rebate, right? So rebate is allowed here. Rebate is allowed here. But if you want, write down as booster note. No rebate is allowed under section 112A long term capital gain. ये जो long term capital gain है ना, on which STT is charged, in that rebate is not allowed. So if rebate is not allowed, then even though whole 24,000 is, see, if your income is up to 7 lakhs, you get a rebate of 25,000 in the default tax regime. In the old tax regime, if your total income was up to 5 lakh, your rebate was up to 12,500. वो सब ठीक है. Right now, what we will do is, we will check this, and then we will give a rebate for 4,000 and 19,000, and 5,000 tax, so you have to pay. Why? Because it's not eligible for rebate, and on that health and education says 4% comes to 200, so the answer is 5,200. Ma'am, shall we write all this for MCQ? Yes. If you feel Dipti ma'am's teaching is good and you should give some Guru Dakshina, it is, you write it. If you're watching orally, हाँ आ गया ना? Yeah. Ma'am, we got how the answer is. समझ में आ गया, समझ में आ गया. No, it will not work. You have to write it. Chalo, next one. So that's all for the MCQs. Now let us go to the big questions. Okay. So the big questions are, Miss Rita, an Indian citizen and MBA from Harvard University, was employed in LLP in country A. Oh, residential status question. 2016 say she's an Indian citizen staying abroad. She came to India on 15th 11 2023. The day you come to India, the day you leave India is counted. Rita was in India before she left for overseas in May 2012. और तब के बाद अभी she has come. So last 10 years she was not in India. She is not going to satisfy additional conditions. 2 out of 10 years resident, last 7 years, 730 days and so on. Yeah. She has earned interest income of 2,40,000 in country A. Okay. Right. And salary income. Salary income LLP 15 lakhs. Okay. That also in country A. Okay. Right. In financial year 23-24. Salary income computed of Rita from Autofit Limited. Okay. That is March 24. Autofit Limited अलग है और same है. And it is already computed. What do you mean by computed? You don't have to give a standard deduction because that income is already computed. Right. And she earned dividend of 3 lakh from the shares in Indian company. Okay. So one is the salary income. She's the CEO of Autofit Limited. So she came to India. She has joined as CEO of Autofit Limited, and India mein she has got a salary and she earned a dividend. Now tell me, what is the total income in India? 16,50,000. What would be the residential status of Rita and what will be her taxable income? Superb question. Don't worry whether it is 5 marks or 6 marks. For residential status, important tip is you have to write the basic condition. She should be in India in, oh sorry, the screen got, yeah. She should be in, array, क्या हो रहा है? I know I want to use that technology, that left side this and right side my notebook, but I asked 2-3 people, I'm not getting that update, so I'm using this space. लिखूं? चलो. So in the financial year 23-24, she should be in India for 182 days or more. 60 days and that condition anyway, she is not going to satisfy the second basic condition. An additional condition का तो सवाल ही नहीं होता. Now she came to India on 15th of 11. So how many days she is in India? That we have to check. How many days she is in India? November 16. December, January, February is a leap year for your exam, all of you students. So take 29 days and March. कितना हो रहा है चेक करके बोलो. 16 plus 3. अरे भाई 16 plus 31 plus 31 plus 29 February and March 31. How many days she is in India? 138 days. So Rita is not satisfying the first basic condition. Second to सवाल ही नहीं है. Additional, it's not possible. So generally Rita is a non-resident. Now here comes section 6(1)(a). Can anyone tell in the type in the chat box what is section 6(1)(a)? This is a concept. I don't know why every exam they are asking this only. Pura residential status chapter एक side, this concept एक side. Yes, yes, yes. Good. So you all have revised the residential status. If not, watch the video. You will get section 6(1)(a). There's a concept called as deemed resident. Assumed to be resident. जिसका कोई नहीं है ना, उसके बहुत सारे parents होते हैं. So that's the concept. Okay. Are you a resident of India? No. Are you paying tax in any other country? No. See, CEO also in India, dividend income also in India, and बाकी जो है, there is no income tax in country A, where you are getting 2,40,000 income and all, there you are not paying any tax. Okay, so zero tax country it is. So are you a resident of India? No. Are you paying tax in any other country? No. Is your income, total income in India exceeding 50 lakhs? Yes. No tax in any other country? Yes. Then you are said to be deemed resident. And whenever someone is deemed resident, the residential status will be resident and ordinary resident. Sorry, resident but not ordinary resident. I want to repeat. Normally, Rita is not even satisfying first basic condition. Forget it. So she's a non-resident. But then she's not paying tax in any other country. Okay. In India, the total income is exceeding 15 lakhs. And she's not paying tax in any other country in the world. So is she said to be deemed resident? Answer is yes. Should she pay the tax as resident and ordinary resident? No. Deemed resident is always resident, but not ordinary resident. Whatever income is earned in India, that's her total income and she has to pay tax on that. So ninth problem can come for 6 marks. I have explained everything. Now let us go and check the presentation. See. For residential status, she should be in India for 180 days or more, or 60 days or more, and 360. Anyhow, she is in India for 138 days and she left in 2012. So she is not satisfying either of the basic condition. But as per section 6(1)(a), she is a citizen of India. Yes. She is earning more than 15 lakhs in India. Yes. She is not liable to pay tax in any other country. Yes. Then she is deemed to be the resident but not ordinary resident, and then whatever income she has earned in India, she has to pay the tax. Okay, that's how. They've given some option and all for explanation. RTP, they give lot of extra calculations. Please don't bother about that. Chalo. Let us go to the 10th question. See, are you feeling we are going conceptually now very easy? All the juggling was for MCQ and it was worth it. Type worth it. Yes or no? Is it worth solving this RTP? 90% of students will leave it in the first question. 10D कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, अरे छोड़ो. But always there is something in the exam which is very easy and you will get it. Chalo. Raj is a resident and he owns two house property, one in Delhi and another in Kanpur. Kanpur is self-occupied. Indicator in your mind. Self-occupied property, GAV, municipal tax, all nil. Only interest on loan is allowed, that too up to 2 lakh rupees. However, the property in Delhi is let out and the particulars of Delhi property are given to you. Okay. So Delhi property is let out. So you have to check that GAV. For determining GAV, what is the rule? Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. So 172. 172 or standard rent. Sorry, huh? Really sorry, I took wrong value. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, 2,05,000. 2,05,000 or fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. So 2,05,000. That or standard rent, 1,72,000, whichever is lower. So 1,72,000. है ना? Clear है? Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. So this or 172, whichever is lower. So this. Or rent received 15,000. Let us read, is there any vacancy? No. So 15,000 into 12 comes to 1,80,000. So GAV is 1,80,000. Step 2, 172 or 180, whichever is higher. High, low, high. Ma'am, come again. Then please watch the house property Sarthi revision video. Okay, revision video, I'm giving all the concepts, and Sarthi practice batch videos are also there in the playlist in YouTube. No change in house property chapter. So you can watch the practice batch and practice all the problem. High, low, high. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. That or standard rent, whichever is lower. That or actual rent, whichever is higher. So GAV is 1,20,000. ये किसके लिए कर रहे हैं हम? Which house? Delhi. I'm doing all this for Delhi house. Municipal tax paid by Raj, 5% of the municipal value. So 10,250. Municipal value ka 5%. So what is the NAV? Do you all enjoy कि house property you are going to score full marks? Then please solve that question first in exam. We are to going in sequence, but आप बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. 169,750 into 20%. 33,950. 30%. Standard deduction. 169,715 NAV into 30%. Sorry. Standard deduction. 5925. I'm not solving in notebook so that you all can see the question also here. Now, municipal tax paid by Raj on 10th June 2023 for Kanpur house. Kanpur house, self-occupied house, municipal tax are not allowed. Raj had taken a loan for SBI, 35 lakhs, 2021 for purchase of the Delhi house. Stamp duty value was 40 lakhs. And Raj purchased a plot in Kanpur. थोड़ा सा in depth है. In May 2021 and constructed the house. Raj took a loan. Kanpur का house को भी pending रखो. पहले we'll see Delhi house. For Delhi house, how much loan he has taken? Raj has taken 35 lakhs at 12% for the Delhi house. So 35 lakhs into 12%. 4,20,000. So out of 4,20,000, can I claim 80 EEA में 1,50,000, ma'am. Now we can claim all here. No, this is let out property. But they said very clearly that, you know, in house property, you cannot show, if I show 4,50,000 here, there's going to be huge loss. And you cannot show more than 2 lakh loss. 2 lakh से ज़्यादा loss आप नहीं बता सकते. Right? I mean, so you cannot set off. The rest, all loss you have to carry forward in the normal tax regime. I'm in the normal tax regime. Okay? Right. So what we will do is, because the stamp duty value of the property is less than 45 lakhs and the loan is sanctioned before 1st April 2022, you can take up to 1,50,000 interest deduction there. And only remaining 2,70,000 we will claim here. So 169,750 minus 50,925 minus 2,70,000, 151,175 is loss from Delhi. Now Kanpur house. Kanpur house is self-occupied. You have purchased in May and for construction started in June and was completed in December. So now here the concept of pre-construction interest comes in. Pre-construction interest के लिए 5 steps I have taught you. It starts from the day you have taken the loan or construction. तो लोन कब से लिया आपने? जिस दिन से कंस्ट्रक्शन शुरू किया. Construction started in June 21, but the loan is taken in July. So pre-construction interest starts from 1st July 2021 and construction is over in December 22. So 31st March prior to the completion of the construction. Ma'am, we have not studied this, then please revise the pre-construction concept. Pre-construction period starts from the day construction starts or loan taken, whichever is later. So construction to June mein ho gaya, but loan you have taken in July, so the interest meter will start from July. And pre-construction period ends on 31st of March prior to December 22. So it's March 22. So how much it is coming to? 9 months? Yes. What is pre-construction interest? 25 lakhs into 10% into 9 by 12. 25 lakhs into 10% into 9 divided by 12. 25 lakhs into 10% into 9 divided by 12. 187,500. This is pre-construction interest. You can claim in 5 installments, 37,500. And loan is not yet repaid. So current year's interest will also come now on 25 lakh, 2,50,000. So for Kanpur self-occupied house, pre-construction interest is 37,500 and current year's interest. So put together, how much is allowed? 2 lakh. So what's your income in the normal tax regime? 351,175 loss. Ask your doubts. I'll go to notebook and show your presentation, but this is the way your mindset should work. And for this, you have to practice a lot. When I was in CA Inter in 1997, I got 95 marks out of 100. Nothing to be wow. Blessed I was ki branch accounting, the problem which I have solved in RTP in written and I revised it one day before exam, that same came. And that time it was 100 marks paper for accounts and advanced accounting, and single entry question came for 25 marks and I got it tallied. So I don't know if this house property exactly same question will come for you also. है ना? अच्छा question है, बहुत अच्छा question. Shall we see the answer? Yes. Please compute the tax for Raj under both the regime, and Raj is also getting salary income. In salary, can we set off the house property? Yes. In salary, we cannot set off the business loss. 1 and 3 are not friends. Ma'am, आप क्या क्या revise करा दे रहे हैं? तो this is the way When you link up and study, you'll be very clear. Chalo, let us first check under the default tax regime. What's the salary, income, and after standard deduction? This. Now, fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, that and all. So GAV is 15,000 into 12. Municipal tax. Okay. Standard deduction. 35 lakhs ka 12%. 4,20,000. So whole they have taken it here. Okay. You can take it 80 TTA there also or here. Here they have taken everything. Kanpur house. GAV and all will be nil. If you are filing your return in default tax regime in self-occupied house, you are not allowed to claim interest deduction. I want to repeat. If you are filing your return in default tax regime 115 BAC, in case of self-occupied house property, you cannot show a loss. So this is the loss from house property. और ये हो गया आपका खत्म. Gross total income. चलो. Now normal provision. Salary is same. Normal provisions may be in normal provisions. Why did they take 2,70,000 and not 420? 150 you can claim it in 80 EEA for interest over and above what you claim here. मतलब extra नहीं लेंगे. Whatever interest is there, 420 either you can claim here. But if you claim here, loss is coming. Better claim deduction 80 EEA. 1 lakh only remaining they have claimed. And self-occupied property. 25 lakhs ka 10%. Current year's interest and pre-construction interest 25 lakh into 10% into 9 by 12 or uska 1/5. All shortcut they have done, but what I have made you write, you should write in the final exam. No problem. You want to go then check again. पूछो क्या doubt है? किधर गया pre-construction interest? There in the question I have written. So in the normal tax regime, gross total income is coming this. And how much loss you can set off here? Only 2 lakh. This loss you will carry forward. I want to repeat, house property loss can be set off in salary only up to 2 lakh. This loss will be carried forward for 8 years. Since the loan is sanctioned before 22, stamp duty value does not exceed 45 lakhs. It is beneficial to claim this 1,50,088 deduction. And so you got this answer. How is it? Is my speed fine and all clear? I'm solving it where the question is. I'm not going to notebook. And then we are putting a tick here to check our answer is correct or not. So what concept you have studied in house property? Pre-construction interest starts from the day you have taken loan and it ends 31st March prior to the completion. And this interest is allowed 1/5 every year for 5 years. If you're filing your return in default tax regime, self-occupied property, you cannot show a loss. Normal tax regime, self-occupied property up to 2 lakh loss, you can show. In default tax regime, house property may, the let out and all, if there is a loss, you can set off in salary up to 2 lakh. Rest you will carry forward. In the normal tax regime, in the default tax regime also, house property loss in a year, you can set off with other heads only up to 2 lakh. Remaining you will carry forward. Okay? So that's all for this. House property is easy, but stepwise, if you want to score marks, pay attention. So this question is over for house property. Let us take up the next one. Capital gain. See, RTP is basically for practice. So for every head, they are giving residential status 1, salary 1, house property 1, business 1, basic. Rajkumar bought a residential house for 5 crore and this is a very easy question. Capital gain questions, you should do it in choice. They are very scoring. Okay. Rajkumar bought a residential. Yes, of course, please. See what you're asking. I'm reading, ma'am, we can do this question first and then MCQ. Yes. If you feel you know house property properly, go with this. Then go and solve MCQ. 3 hours, you have to build up your mindset how you're going to do. My suggestion, first hour, you should do what you know really best. Whether MCQ or this, so that you pump in that confidence ki pass to ho gaye. Ab to exemption ki bari hai. And that gives a different level of mindset for 3 hours of exam. Chalo. Rajkumar bought a residential house for 5 crore in March 16. He entered into agreement to sell it in July 23 for 17 crores. Now, the sale proceeds are paid 10% account pay check on the date of agreement. If part of the payment, I'm revising section 50C, stamp duty value. If part of the payment comes other than cash on the date of agreement, then you have to take the stamp duty value of date of agreement. If not, you have to take the stamp duty value on date of registration. So we'll take stamp duty value on agreement. 80% बाद में आया, ठीक है. Nikita was handed over the possession of the house in October 23. Registration was done in February 24. Stamp duty value, okay, in July when you did the agreement is 19 crores, and stamp duty value when you went for registration February is 20 crore. So 19 crore or 20 crore? 19 crore. Sale consideration is 19 crore. Stamp duty value on the date of registration if amount has come in check or account pay or RTGS. Nothing has come, or on the date of agreement if amount has come in cash, then it's the stamp duty value on the date of registration. Rajkumar paid 1% on brokerage on sale consideration received. Silly mistake the students are doing, and I want you all to pay attention, dear students, is 1% don't calculate of sale consideration. 1% brokerage should always be of actual sale consideration. So 1% of 17 crore, 1% of the 17 crore comes to 0.17 crore. So what is your net sale consideration? 18 crore 83 lakhs. Are you all with me? 1% don't take off the 19 crore. Take off actual sale consideration. Subsequent to sale, he purchased another residential house. Okay, if you buy one house, sell it, and that day you purchase another residential house, 1 year forward, 2 year forward, or construct, you get section 54 exemption. Calculate the capital gain. Ho gaya? What was the cost of the house? 5 crore. When? In March 16. So you have to take for 15 and 16. Huh? If you see March 16 and you do 16, 17 index gone. 15 and 16. What it was? 254. And now what's the index for 23, 24? 348. What was available in 15 and 16 for 254 has become 348. So 5 crore. What's the index cost of acquisition? 5 into 348 divide by 254. It's coming to 6.85. So what is the long-term capital gain? 11.98. And section 54 exemption. You have sold the house and you have purchased the house for 13 crore. Superb amendment for this year. When you sell the house and when you buy the house, even if you purchase the house for 13 crore, maximum exemption you can claim is only 10 crore. Clear to all of you? Ma'am, but he has sold the house and he has purchased the house for 13 crore. So why not pura capital gain? Ma'am, you only taught in class capital gain or investment, whichever is lower is exempt. But here up to 10 crore, this is the limit put up from this year. So what's the taxable long term? I'm telling you, trust me, dear students, more than 2 decades I've been teaching. Capital gain question is always easy, provided you pay attention to 50C, proper indexation, proper exemption. So this is the final answer of 11th problem. Let us see what they have done. 11th question. 11th question. Ma'am, should we write so much in the exam? Absolutely no. You have to complete the paper in 3 hours. Just write in brief. Stamp duty value on the date of agreement because the amount has come by account paid check over and out. This is all for explanation purpose. 19 crores is the value. 1% brokerage on 19 crores gone. Silly mistake. Indexation I've taught you how to take. And exemption you will take only 10 crore. However, if cost of residential house exceeds the amount of exemption is only up to 10 crore. That's it. Okay? Right. Yeah, I missed out. One more thing is there. This new house which he has purchased now for 15 crore. He should not sell it for the 3 years. See, I have sold one house. I have purchased another house. I have claimed here section 50 for exemption. I should not sell the second house for 3 years. If second house is sold, then exemption is revoked. If this house is sold for 15 crore, then exemption is revoked. So when exemption is revoked, what was the cost? 13 crore. Whatever exemption you have availed, till that, the cost of this house is to be reduced. I'm explaining something very in-depth. Pause and do it again. Second house is sold for 15 crore. 13 crore में खरीदा, 15 crore में बेच दिया. Ma'am, 15 crore you have purchased, 13 crore house, so 2 crore. And this 10 crore exemption is revoked. You know what is revoked? We gave you exemption because you promised 3 years you will not sell the house. And you're selling within 1 year. Then that 10 crore will become taxable 12 crore. Can we do like this? Yes. This is super cool for understanding. In exam, what they say, if exemption is revoked, then cost of the house 13 crore is to be reduced till exemption. And only 3 crore will be allowed. So 2 crore will become taxable. I hope you all are getting. $12 crore, not 2 crore. This is a printing mistake. 1 minute. Let us see. Bilkul, the cost of the house, this is 12 crore for sure. 12 crore will become taxable. Why? 13 house you have sold in 15. So this 2 crore and 10 crore removed. So 10 crore, ma'am, can we write this separately? Answer is no. You have to write it minus. So the concept I want to explain here is, if exemption is revoked, then the cost of the house, second house sold, is to be reduced till the exemption revoked. In my compiler, 10 rupees, 2 rupees karke I have explained this concept. So please refer that. Okay. Right. Chalo, let us take up the next question now. This is a question for business head and partnership firm, but it is very nice. Until now, salary question has not come in RTP, but in the final exam, definitely, whether it is CMA exam or CA exam, you get salary question. बिल्कुल आता है आपको allowances, perquisites के साथ. Rajesh is a working partner and he has 15 lakhs capital. Firm has paid interest 13%. Now we all know partnership firm can pay interest only up to 12% to partner. If they have paid 13%, 1% is disallowed and taxable for firm. So what will be taxable for partner? 12%. 15 lakhs pay 12% interest. कितना आता है? 1,80,000. I want to repeat, partner has received 13% interest, but 1% interest is disallowed and hence taxable in the hands of firm. So for partner, taxable is 1,80,000. Done? Now, whole of the remuneration is allowable. Okay, sorry, 1 minute, I skipped one line. Remuneration is allowed 20,000 per month into 12, 2,40,000. Can you pay remuneration to partner? Yes. Whole of remuneration is allowed. Rajesh has set up a unit in SEZ. Total turnover. ये देखते से section 10AA. Total turnover, export turnover. Total turnover is 120. Export turnover is 45 lakhs. Total net profit is 75 lakhs. Export profit is how much? अरे दिस इज लाइक मैम फॉर्मूला किधर गया? तो यही फॉर्मूला है. इन टोटल टर्नओवर total profit is 7.5 lakhs. So in 45 lakhs export turnover, how much you will get the exemption? But out of export turnover, only 40 lakhs has come in India. So what has come in India, उतना ही exemption मिलेगा. Total turnover 120 lakhs, 7.5 lakhs is the total profit. Export turnover, how much is the profit exempt under section 10AA? From this financial year 23-24, section 10AA exemption is not given above, it's given down, deductions के साथ. पर concept same ही है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. 7.5 into 40 divided by 7.5 into 40 divided by 120. 2.5 lakhs. 2.5 lakh you will get exemption. I'm just collecting the data. During the previous year, Rajesh has commenced a business of warehousing of edible oils. Warehousing of edible oil is not eligible for 35 AD. Warehousing of sugar and bee and all is allowed. So net profit is 7,50,000. Following items are debited. Okay. So what's your net profit as per the books of the accounts? 750. Following items are debited. Add back if they are wrong. They have debited drawings. Drawings is not an expense. So anything debited in the P&L account and not allowed scratch. If you scratch and it's debited, and if you scratch, expense will reduce. Profit will increase. So add back. Add back personal drawings disallowed. Advance tax add karo. Purchase of warehouse, they have debited 10 lakhs. Add back. But warehouse building is purchased on 10th June. Can I claim depreciation on 10 lakh at the rate of 10%, 1 lakh? Yes. Any capital expenditure, if it is debited in the P&L account, add back and then deduct it. I think we are solving RTP too fast. Please give the response. If you want time for revision, we can solve it in the March 3rd, 4th week. तब तक आपका revision हो जाएगा. We can solve it in April. Sure. Or shall we? It's good to solve it now. Please comment below, because maximum students should take this benefit. Chalo. Items credited in the P&L account, saving account, FD. Oh, these are all income from other sources. By mistake, they have credited. So what I should do? Deduct. I'll solve the whole answer and just checking bit by bit. ये सब minus होगा. Because these have been credited in P&L and these are not business income. We have paid LEC 60,000 on the LIC. Policy is taken on October 18 and sum assured is 5 lakh. So sum assured ka 10%. Though you have paid 60,000, ATC will be allowed 50,000. Compute the total income and tax payable by Rajesh under default and normal. Ma'am, everywhere they are asking default also, normal also for practice. In exam, they will clearly say this person has opted out of default. This person is in default, and one question definitely they will ask for both. I want everyone watching in live or recorded to put a like and a comment. Chalo. So both we have to calculate. You got the data analysis of all the problem, ye interest, salary, and whenever partner receives salary and remuneration, it will be taxable under business income because he's a working partner. There's no employer-employee relationship. Okay? Chalo. And this section 10 AA deductions mein lena hai if he opts out of default tax regime. If he goes for default tax regime, he will not take this. Okay, so this is a very easy problem, 12th one. Let us check it. Computation of the tax in default tax regime. First, business income, interest, and 20,000 remuneration. Aa gaya? Yes. SCZ profit 7,50,000. Ma'am, but in 750 section 10 AA exemption is not given in default tax regime. I'm really saying hats off to the team who has made these RTP questions. They are really superbly covering up all your amendments and bar wo repeat ho raha hai. Amendments are easy to understand, but you need lot of repetition and application practice. है ना? So that this is giving. Warehousing का profit taxable है, but remove all extra income, add back the expenditure, depreciation you allow, you are getting this. And post office saving account interest, single account is exempt up to 3,500, joint account is exempt up to 7,000. And all this you will get. So this is your gross total income. Ma'am, tax on this, don't calculate the tax if they are not asking you to calculate. Clear to all of you? Huh? Tax calculation nahi karna agar unless they ask you. Okay. Now, if we opt out, okay, but this time they have asked, then you can calculate 3 lakh, 3 routine and tax calculation easy hai. And on that health and advanced tax reduce karke tax pay. Final tax only you have to round off, not every tax. Chalo. Now, if he goes for normal provision, it will be same, but you will give section 10 AA exemption. Abhi aapko sikhaya na? Yeah. ATC, LIC, 60,000, but sum assured is 5 lakhs, so 50,000. ATTTA you will give. So all this you will give, and this is your income. And normal up to 250 nil, 250 to 5 lakh, and all. That. Now, if he goes, because he's having section 10 AA, if he goes for normal tax regime, you have to compare it with alternative minimum tax. I'm telling you this question number. What's this question number? 1 minute, let me check. You can expect in CA CMA final also. इतने अच्छे questions हैं. 12th question. Market super duper important. Huh? Very nice. Very nice. Chalo. What is alternative minimum tax? Take the gross total income, add back whatever deduction you have availed under 10 AA, 35 AD, yeah, and then calculate alternative minimum tax 18.5% and says. So this tax or your normal tax, whichever is higher you have to pay. AMT is the minimum tax. So if your normal tax is coming more, pay that. Since AMT is less than the regular tax, we'll go for the normal tax. Is my speed fine, मैम? कैसे पता चलेगा? If you take section 10AA, 10AA का deduction, if you take 35 AD का deduction, you have to calculate this. Okay? मुझे अभी realize हो रहा है कि हमने break ही नहीं लिए. But last one is a theory question that's also related to amendment, that if the PAN and Aadhaar is not linked, what is the consequence? Consequence is PAN will become inoperative, and if the PAN becomes inoperative, you will not get the refund, you will not get the interest on the refund, and TDS and TCS is also deducted. You know, if you don't give the PAN, instead of 2%, we will deduct 20%. So these are the consequences. This is a theory question. Just learn it. And anytime you can link up PAN and Aadhaar by paying 1000 rupees fees under 234H. This is a very superb amendment. Okay, right. And now GST. GST, I have yet to cover up the amendments only. So can we do one thing, that with the amendment, I will solve this GST RTP? Surely. Amendment will also come, RTP भी solve करेंगे, MTP भी करेंगे, and GST revision videos will also come. And all the classes are going to be live, so please subscribe to the channel. I'm putting snippets of the amendments also for repeated revision. But still, if you just want to check up कि this is a case scenario, at what rate you will apply the GST. And one question definitely they will ask for the value of supply. Yeah, value of supply, what you have to take. Then one question they will ask you for the place of the supply. Yeah, please, I think GST we will solve it little later, because I want to take up even the place of the supply. TDS, TCS, these are the topics. There are 4 topics added in your GST syllabus for CA students. Place of supply, TDS, TCS और एक है. So once we complete the special revision videos for these topics, those who are writing in November 2023, you need not take GST coaching again. For these 4 topics, I will give you detailed material and live classes in the YouTube. After that only better if we solve the GST, क्योंकि GST भी पूरा amendment based है और GST बहुत अच्छा है. Just but I'm telling you, it's going to be really very easy. One question you surely get on input tax credit. One question of 8 marks you surely get on the value. Now redemption of coupon and all, it will make a difference. Place of supply, e-invoicing after 5 crore, it is mandatory. TDS, TCS provisions are mandatory now for inter-level students, but just basics they have given. I know the portion is little vast now for CA Inter, but then it is easy. So sure, please, it's not some students say, ma'am, you will not solve GST. No, I will. It's a promise. It's just February today. क्या date है आज? Date क्या है? Date क्या है? Date ही 17th of February. So it's very simple. It's 17th of February today. Yes, sure, sure. We will take up first GST amendments. We will take up the tax lectures, and then I'll come and solve this GST amendment class for sure. Okay. Now the mindset for you all, take this, and then I'll end the lecture for today. It is that if you have done it earlier, you can surely do it now. Have you taken efforts to clear CA foundation, CMA foundation? It was not that easy. 11, 12 BCom के जैसा है ना? So you could do it. Then you can do inter. Have you done inter and you're in final? You can surely do it. Okay, so that's the mantra. Take 100% responsibility for all your actions, behavior, decisions, choices. Then you will get immense power and control, and you will be able to study for hours. Do a lot of hard work. This is a cream time to study, and whatever you are studying, mark the questions, what you are going to revise one day before exam. It's going to be very helpful. Any doubt you have in this RTP solving, ask me, and do share it with your CMA Inter, CMA Final, CA Inter, CMA Final, all. सबको करना है ये, इतना अच्छा questions है. Okay. Right. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Next Saturday, we are solving the costing RTP in the live class. Have a hard copy. Stay connected in the Telegram channel so that you get all the updates.